on, guys? It's your boy Mango here. Mango Can Tango, that is. Back with another video. And we're going to be covering breeding today in today's video. So we're going to be starting with this article here. If you haven't seen my past videos, feel free to go check them out. They're on my channel. Cover a lot of other cool stuff. But let's get into it. I know a lot of you have been having lots of questions about breeding. So let's talk about it. Here we go. So when you breed two Pikasters, right, you're going to be able to create another one. So you're going to have a total of 3 Pikasters. In order to make these Pikasters, you're going to need MLS, RBS, and SRBS to do that. And there's a chart right here. I don't know if you want to take a second to screenshot that. Go ahead. But this is pretty much what it's going to cost. So as the breeding stacks up, racks up on your Pikasters, it's going to cost more. So, for example, RBS will be 240. SRBS will be 12, and MLS will be 1 for the first breed, and this is per Pikaster. So when you're doing this, you're calculating this will be added on, so this is actually going to be 2. So for example, if both of your NFTs had 0 breeds, it will be a total of 480, so you just multiply them by 2. SRBS will be 24, just like that. It can only breed 7 times. So once your Pikasters reach that 7 breed limit, this is what I suggest you would do. This is going to be a mechanic in the game that hasn't been released yet. I would rent them. I wouldn't necessarily sell them because that's not really going to, that's going to make you money. But long term, you can rent them and you can give them to people that necessarily don't have the money to blow $150 on or $300 on a 2 Pureness Pikaster. They can use a good Pikaster still, and you're still going to be making money from them because they're renting it from you. So that's what I would do, personally, if you have 7 breeds on it. But as you can see, they exponentially stack. So the first 3 or 4, not too bad. 5, 6, 7. Are expensive. But again, you're going to be making better and better Pikasters over and over again, so that won't be too bad. Let's keep going. As I was talking about, we'll be stacking. So for example, if you're breeding one that has a 3, you're breeding another one with 1, you'd use this one for the one that has 3, and you'd use this one for the one that has 1, and you would add them together, and that would make your total cost. So the new offspring of an egg. The initial state of the new offspring is an egg. The egg will be opened Pikaster after a period of incubation. The new Pikaster will inherit some of its parents' skills and body parts, or even evolve and have a chance of reproducing new body parts. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. Basically, it's a 50-50 between the parents. So there's no genders in Pikaster. So one NFT will be the dad, one NFT will be the mom, and they breed, and then they'll make a new one. And based off of their cards, they will not their cards, their abilities. They will intermingle and try to connect, but there's not equal chances of that, and we'll get into that in a second. That's later down in the video a little bit. So when you're trying to evolve the NFTs, these evolutions that people are talking about, oh my gosh, I just saw something go for 3,500. Oh my gosh, it's evolved, whoa, crazy. Yes, it's very cool, very crazy. Has a very, very slim chance of doing that though. And eggs in general, when you're hatching them, I think it's a 0.1% chance. So it's very, very slim that you're going to get one from an egg. But if you're breeding them, you have a higher chance of getting an evolved NFT. So there's a 0.5% chance when you breed ones that are not evolved, a 5.5% chance breeding one that's evolved and then unevolved, and then a 10% chance when they're both evolved. So for example, I don't know. Again, these are not burning them. You're not burning these, so when you're breeding these, they're not being burned. These are just regular breeding. It just has a chance, has an ability, and it's a possibility, So you're not getting rid of these NFTs to try to make this evolution happen. 5.5% chance and 10% chance. So obviously you'd want to get 2 evolved Pikasters to get your highest chance of trying to get another evolution, because again, these evolved Pikasters are going to be very expensive for a very long time until there's a lot in circulation. Okay, so here's the body part inheritance, what I was talking about. So these are all the numbers, which are really cool, and I didn't even know this up until when I read this, pretty much. So this is really new. This is some good stuff. The offspring will inherit some body parts from its parents. There's a 10% chance that it will mutate and create a new 10% chance. So basically it's 50-50. So that means you have a 1 in 5 chance that it's going to mutate, pretty much. Just kidding. That's wrong. I lied. That's not what that means. You actually have so it's 33% chance from the first gene. That means your hidden genes and your other genes could be a total of 15%. So it's 50% total for each parent. It's going to be 15% from each one. So you actually have a 30% chance total of getting a mutated gene. actually. So there's a spread down here, and I'll go over this, and I'm going to show you some personal breeds of my own and show you how that would work. Each body part of the parent's one existing gene, and it has 2 hidden genes, and these genes determine the inherited body parts. So, for example, if you have something on wing A, this is really complicated, and it's going to confuse a lot of people, so I'm just going to show you. But there is a possibility for hidden genes here, which can be completely different, and we have no idea what they're going to be and how it's going to work, because, again, nobody's been breeding, but I have an idea of how it might work. That's pretty much the end of the article, so we'll go over to my personal breeds now, and I'll try to explain this. So, let's see. Is that a good zoom? Maybe one more. Okay, perfect. All right, so, again, so here's some personal breeds that I'm going to be doing. I lined them up, and I have them all set out and ready to go when I want them to breed. So, for example, I have a Magikarp here. Again, these are the abilities here. Pureness and all that stuff. Again, in other videos, you want to go check that out. Also in my channel. But there's not a lot of my Pikasters have Pureness, and the reason why I bought what I bought, I'll explain that in a minute. So, for example, I did a lot of buying. If you look at the ones that I have, I did a lot of buying with cards that are the same. So, for example, I have a Growlithe with 3 water cards. I have a Magikarp with 3 fighting cards. I have a Coughing with 3 water cards. I have a Magikarp with 3 electric. So, again, I bought a lot with the same like abilities. So, this has 3 parts electric. This has 3 parts fighting. I did that on purpose. The reason why is because I'm hoping when I breed that they're going to go on the right side of the opposite element. So, for example, I'm breeding these 2 together. This Mareep has 2 water cards. Excuse me. This Magikarp has 3 electric cards. So when they breed, I'm hoping that, again, not the gender, but the ability or the type. Sorry. So the type, Magikarp's a water type. Mareep is a electric type. It's a 50-50 shot. We're not sure. Again, it could be either one. It could be a water type when it's done breeding. It could be an electric type when it's done breeding. We're not sure. And again, these are going to be rolled. So back to this, let's just take the wings cards. Well, actually, that's what it says on the thing. So it's wings cards. So for example, Thundercloud, and it has Owl Wings. Now it's not a 50% chance that it's going to be Thundercloud, and it's not a 50% chance it's going to be Owl Wings. You have a 33% chance that this is going to show up. You have a 33% chance that this is going to show up. But then you also have a 15% chance, pretty much on both sides, actually closer to 16, on both sides that it's going to mutate and find some kind of hidden gene. So, for example, you have a lightning card here, electric card, sorry, here, and a grass card here. It could just magically turn into a fire. It just, again, hidden genes, mutated genes. Same thing with, like, humans, like, right? It's recessive genes that they have. So, like, for example, your mom and dad have brown eyes, and some people have green eyes. It's stuff like that. That's how that's going to work. So, again, even if you have 2 4 Pureness Pikasters breeding together, which theoretically, which before was I originally thought, is that you're going to be able to you're just going to keep being able to breed 4 Purenesses together, right? So it's 4 and 4 water cards, 4 water cards together. Bang, another 4 Pureness, infinite money, just make money that way, which I thought is originally what you can do, but that is not the case. Again, they have this added mutated gene effect, which is really cool. So I'm trying to explain why I put the cards together. So for example, I'm breeding 3 electric cards with an electric type Pikaster, and I'm breeding 2 water cards with a water type Pikaster, hoping that when they merge, whatever ability they take, whatever type they take, it will be on that Pikaster. So I'll have at least some sort of pureness. That's the hope. I want to have at least some sort of pureness, maybe at least 2, so it has some value anyway. And maybe it will have a nice moveset. I don't know. Movesets I'm going to work on later because that's a whole other different thing. And I was just trying to get pureness first because I want to get that extra 15% damage bonus that it adds. So we'll go on to the next one. Same thing. I have 3 water cards on the Coughing. I have actually, no, this is just straight to get 3 water cards in the Coughing. That's what this is. But the fighting type moves also, again, this is as I have a 66% chance, we're adding them together, 66% chance that I'm going to get black belt as my tail on this because you're adding the 33% from this one, the 33% this one, 66%. But again, you have that other 30% where it can mutate and completely change. So it really adds an effect, and this could hurt you or help you. So again, when you're breeding this could turn into an electric. There's no electric there, but hey, it's possible. It could happen. It's a mutated gene. We don't know what it's going to be. So again, this is to try to get 3 water cards on this Magikarp. And again, I like a lot of the fighting type cards because they're actually really, really good. And again, I'm gonna be making tier lists for the rest of the types as well. I just haven't gotten around to it, and I've been making a lot of other content. So I will keep up with those, I promise. Again, so same thing with this. I have a Squirtle here, Growlithe here. I'm trying to take these fire cards and this fire card. Hopefully, maybe get a 3 pure Growlithe. That's very slim. Again, some people in the Discord were calculating it. Even with like 2 pures, you have even if you have 2 pures with 2 pures, you have like a 7 or 8% chance of getting a 4 pure. Like, it's very, very slim. Now, it can happen. Don't get me wrong, but it's a very slim chance. So again, that is the hope. And again, trying to get these 3 water cards over to here and eliminating all 3 of those. Probably not going to happen, but a guy can dream, okay? That's the goal. So, again, same thing with this. There's 2 electric cards here, 3 grass types here. This is a grass type. This is an electric type. Trying to get these 2 electric cards on this electric type. Trying to get these grass cards on this grass type. Same with this. This is actually a 2 pureness that I actually happen to have, so that's good. And I'm trying to get these 2 purenesses, 2 bug cards on this pure Caterpie. So then I can have a 3 pureness. Now, the difference in price in 2 and 3 is exponential. It's pretty good. As I've talked about in the last video when we were talking about pureness and how it affects price. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Pureness from 2 to 3. I think right now it's going to about $300 for a 2 pure. And I think 3 pure is like, I don't know, $800. So like it's a big difference. And not even from a sale aspect, but also try to get a breed aspect, because once you get that 3 pure, you're going to have a higher probability that you're trying to get that 4 pure Pikaster, so you get perfect breeding and you can have lots of sales and lots of fun. So I'm hoping that this video helped you. Again, this is what this looks like. If you want to take a screenshot of this, go for it. I think it's a little bit complicated, but again, 33%, and it can stack, and very complicated, but basically you do not have a 100% chance when breeding 4 pures together. That's basically all you really need to know. They added that other aspect into it just because probably so you can't do that, I'm assuming. So, and again, here's the evolution stuff. But evolved Pikasters, I don't know how much better they're going to be. Obviously, that's the goal, to get to them, and they're going to be really cool. I don't know if you've seen the ones that were on auction, but they're really sick, and I definitely want one. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments what kind of evolved Pikasters you're looking for and what you're trying to get, and maybe some of your breeding strategies. I hope this helped. Thank you for coming. Please hit the like button and subscribe. I really would desperately love for you guys to subscribe to me, because I think 87% of my viewers currently are not subscribed to me. So, hey, do me a huge favor. Just hit that button real quick. It takes about 3 seconds. Not even. It's a little click. 1 second. But thank you. Have a good day, and Mango out.